Hi everyone, it's Ray here from City Fan TV and City Women Fan TV, and all excited before the game tonight between Man City and Man United, big Manchester derby. And I got three big personalities in the house and me. We've got Jenny, who you all know. We've got Emma, and we've got Jude. How you doing, guys?
Good, thanks.
Derby ready.
Oh, yeah. Was it 15 minutes before the team news is announced? So we thought we'd have a little chat about various things for a few minutes before the actual team news is announced. And then maybe 5 minutes before 6, we'll talk about who we want to see starting. What can we talk about? Keeping it positive, guys. What do you want to talk about? Before we talk about who we're going to start, FA Cup. Are we going to see the FA Cup this season? What do you think?
Well, that's a tough one, isn't it? It's paused at the moment. I'd love to see it, but it could be a struggle. The struggle is the lower divisions, who they're not playing at the moment. They're not allowed to play. They're not allowed to train. So there's still teams that are in tiers sort of 3 to 6. In the mix, which is brilliant. Unless the FA do something to help with testing to get the teams actually up and running again, it's going to be sad, but I'd be very surprised if we see it.
Yeah. Blackpool Blu-ray, first one in the house. Good evening to you, mate. He lives in Blackpool and his name's Ray, so their name gives it away. I want to briefly mention the Lionesses squad. Well, Lionesses squad, it's basically the Man City women's team squad, isn't it? Half the players are from Man City. And how much pride does that fill you all with? Because people are talking about Man City getting Americans and all that.
I think we're struggling with Ray's connection.
Yeah.
He's definitely frozen, which means he's blue.
You're still there? Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
I think we had a problem
with your end, Ray.
It's my end. What I'm going to do, I'm going to change something in one of my settings. It might give us a problem for a minute, but at least we'll. We are back. It should be better now. Just trying to get everybody back. So there's 5.
It looks like you're blowing us a kiss, Ray.
I'm just trying to
you
see.
You need to change that as your profile picture.
There we go. I've got that going. No, I've got to tell you, I've got a VPN running, and if I leave the VPN, it hammers the internet. So it's easy to forget. You just don't know things are going on. So it's back. So hopefully we'll be there. Hi, Harry, and hi, Prithvi. Just talking what we were talking about. The fact that Emma was just going to tell us about how proud she is that the Lionesses squad are Manchester City players.
Incredibly proud. It's always great to get players called up, but 10 players. I mean, it's incredible. Really, it just shows the quality in the squad, and they're all well-deserved call-ups in my opinion. Obviously, eyes on Team GB as well, so that's quite exciting. Hopefully that'll still happen in the summer. So yeah, always really pleased, but great to see Ebony Salmon called up. That was announced earlier today. I think people have probably been calling out for that to happen, and the fact that she's just been announced to be joining the squad is fantastic to hear.
Yeah, I think that's because it was a last-minute thing that they found out that Nikita Paris wouldn't be allowed to leave Lyon because of obviously the COVID situation.
Yeah, that's right.
About coming back from the UK. So It's great for Ebony. Hopefully, the Liverpool player Babajide, if I get her name right, will have a chance in the future. And when we say 10 players, really it's 11 because Jill Scott's still ours. Jill Scott is still one of ours. Yeah. Everton. She's still one of ours, and we're not giving her up that easily. Another thing I want to ask Jenny about the result midweek. Obviously, it was a big game between Chelsea and Arsenal, and once again, Arsenal kind of rolled over and got the bellies tickled by one of the other teams at the top. I think they've played games against United, City and Chelsea. They've got one draw out of those 7 games. They scored 5 goals and let in 15. So it would have been, I guess, nice if they'd got something out of that game against Chelsea. But how open do you think the title race still is, Jenny?
It's still wide open because there's any one of sort of 4, maybe 5 teams that could win it, potentially. There's obviously us, Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, and even Everton are not.
I think Everton are a bit.
They're dead and buried. But
I think Everton are 15 points off, and Chelsea are not going to give up 15 points, and neither are City.
Well, you just never know what what might happen. But it's closer than it has been in a long time.
You've got too many Everton fans that you don't want to disappoint, and that's it. Because we have some good banter with the Everton fans, and so you don't want to let them down. But Everton are right. But no, look, it's going to be tight all the way to the end.
They're still going to be pushing for that, Champions League, and they're going to be trying to get out what they can out of the season, because for them, anything that is better than last season is a plus. So,
absolutely. I'll tell everybody that whoever does join that if we're having a little competition tonight, free competition for the best, what I decide will be the best comment or best contribution from not one of the contributors, because they're used to contributing, but from one of you guys out there. And this is not what you're going to get. That's the wrong one. That's wrong. This is it. This is the prize. So it's Peter Simpson's book, Manchester City Women Results and Records. Peter is Statsman King, really, isn't he? What he doesn't know, nobody does, basically. And you can ask him all sorts of stats. And I've looked for stats on the internet and I cannot find them. And if I can't find them, I'll go and ask Peter. And Peter usually has them at his fingertips. So that's the prize that will be won, hopefully, by somebody. Anywhere.
It's a really good read as well. It's got every programme cover from City Women's home games in there as well. And there's nice reviews of every game. When I read it, it was a real sort of trip down memory lane. It's I remember being at that game, and I remember that happening. And so yeah, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, so that's the prize for everybody. I know Ziad is a Man United. He said, "What if you're a United fan?" Ziad, look, Ziad, I'm sure you can go to the doctor and get some ointment for that. You get some cream for that, and that'll sort you out. But it's no. Look, this is a very inclusive channel. We want everybody to come on and feel welcome. We always say, you're here to have a laugh, here to talk some serious stuff at times. We keep it civil, keep it friendly, and everybody seems to get on very well. Even the United fans and Liverpool fans who come on, we're generally very caring. I know you guys have been suffering recently. Ziad's talking about men's football, 21st incoming. Not happening, buddy. We're talking women's football tonight. It's the takeover. Women's football is taking over, and it's going to carry on. There's a lot of things we'll see. A lot of new channels coming out, a lot of new vlogs and blogs, a lot of writing on women's football. If you go onto social media, there's so much stuff out there, and it's crazy what's happened in the last 6 months. I see so many new contributors, and it's a welcome addition, to have so much varied content. Even the City Sphere, you've got a new podcast coming out and all sorts. It's fantastic. I will ask Emma, would you want to quickly tell everybody what you do, Emma? Because I think people know Jude and, or on my channel, know Jude and Jenny a bit more, but they've never met you before.
I'm Emma. I do the MCW Fancast. I'm the host and creator for that. Been doing that now for a few seasons. So yeah, we sort of put content out every week, about half an hour, 45 minutes episode, just covering the games and news from the club.
Yeah, good. Right, guys, we're about 5 minutes before team news is out. So I will go around and ask you who you want to see playing. Jenny, come on. Who do you want to see play?
I'd like to see Aoife Mannion started, but whether she will or not, I don't know.
That's a big ask for Aoife to start, I think. I was reading yesterday that Sam Mewis might not be fit. I think,
Mewis and Stokes might not make today's game.
Yeah. What about you, Jude? Anybody you're particularly looking forward to see play on either side?
I think the City's front three, so that's terrible. Front three, Chloe Kelly, Ellen White, and Lauren Hemp. They've been firing recently, so I think they were pretty formidable against Arsenal. So definitely like to see those three start.
Yeah, and what about you, Emma? So I'm just looking for when the team news comes out. Trying to
yeah, you keep refreshing. I was going to say the same as Jude, to be honest, but I think midfield's going to be really important today, to be honest. Kira Walsh, that central defensive midfielder, she's doing really well this season for us. I've really enjoyed seeing Weir and Stanway as well. So I'm hoping if Mewis isn't in the lineup, Stanway is.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ziad is asking, are there any Man United players that you're afraid of? Any of you?
No.
In terms of the game, no, but I think Leah Golton's been fantastic this season. Definitely.
Yeah.
And Jackie Groening as well. She's a top quality player.
Yeah, and I'll just something I asked some people in the middle of the week, because Arsenal, they're kind of not in it anymore, and it just looks like they're not going to be challenging for the foreseeable the way they're going. Are there any Arsenal players you might want to get at Man City?
Beth Mead's always a good call. It's a tough one. I'd probably go with the Beth Mead, I think, or Kim Little.
No Miedemar fans.
I don't know. It's tough. Obviously, she can convert. She's a big goal contributor for Arsenal, but I wouldn't see how she fit in, because we've almost got a higher work ethic, a higher work rate within the team, and I feel like we need in terms of that attacking prowess at the moment. I think we probably will look for somebody else in the summer, but I don't think Miedema would really be the ideal fit, if that makes sense. One player for me is Danielle van der Donk. I really like her.
Yeah, Jenny's going to do the Van der Donk chant now, aren't you, Jenny? Go on.
No, I'm not.
What's that?
You not heard it? Well, no, we had Lee on a few months ago, and Lee did the Van der Donk chant, and I can't. People ask me to do it. I can't do it. It's I can't do it. No. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to turn that off. Give me a sec, guys. Totally forgot. My lad's got a class. So you guys hold the fort. My lad's got a class. I'm going to give him my phone so he can take his class. You guys hold the fort.
Come on, Jenny.
It's Casey and the Sunshine Band, isn't it? It's to give it up.
I'm just
it's like na. Is it Van der Donk? Van der Donk.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's something like that. Anyway, yeah.
What are you thinking in terms of predictions for them?
Go on, Jen. What do you reckon?
I don't know. I don't think it's going to be a landslide like we've got used to, haven't we? Really. 3-1. I'm going to say to us.
Listen to the podcast.
I haven't actually. I've not listened to it yet.
Well, guys, you just carry on. Put my feet up.
That's exactly the same score I put in on Citizens today as well, 3-1.
How is it?
I'd be happy if we could keep a clean sheet, though. I'll be honest. It would be a satisfaction out of not letting United score any goals tonight.
We just want the win.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
we need the win.
doesn't matter
Well,
how
we
it
get
happens.
the win, we go above United, so you know
And
that's the bonus.
well, the win keeps the season in our hands, doesn't it?
Yep.
Because it's one of those. If we can beat Chelsea, win every other game, at least it's in our hands. Read some couple of comments from Ray. He says, "Find it hard to show any love towards United ladies. Feel they bought their way into the WSL, like all the other teams. I remember when Man City ladies were in. You got the team?
Yeah.
Got the
So
team.
this is what happens when you maybe not as prepared as you should be. I forgot my lad's got a class.
Do you want it reading out?
Go on. I'll let one of you guys read it out while I dig it out and put it up.
Right. Well, it's Roebuck, then it's Bronze, Dole, Kemper, Horton, and Greenwood. Kira Walsh, Caroline Weir, Georgia Stanway, Chloe Kelly, Lauren Hemp, and Ellen White.
Same against Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
On the bench, we've got KB, Taib, Laura Coombs, Aoife Mannion, Jess Park, Rose Lavelle, Janine Becky, Esme Morgan, and is it Alicia or Alice Davies?
Alicia, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to try and see.
So definitely no Mewis or Stokes featuring, which was expected. But yeah, as you were from the weekend with the Arsenal game, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am as well.
Yeah, you got to be happy.
It was a good performance at the weekend.
Get your back.
And that's a pretty much squad that we've had for the last couple of games as well. So, we've shown that we can be really consistently and keep the ball well. I think that's going to be really important tonight.
It's really interesting to see. Look, I mean, that's still a fantastic starting 11. I'll read it through again. Roebuck, Bronze, Dal Kemper, Horton. I'll get a name right. Greenwood, Walsh, Weir, Stanway, Kelly, Hemp, and White. And we still got, we all know we still got Sam Ewis to come back. So it's just a crazy time. I'm going to let you guys talk about the team while I pop I put a tweet out to see if anybody else wants to come on board and get involved, because the way things are going, Blackpool Blu-ray is going to win a book, and he's already
Charlotte was just asking if I'd got the link, but I didn't know if it was on the Facebook group page.
The link, well, anybody's on the YouTube link is up there. I'll pop it out again. I'll have to just do a bit of work now. Because I closed a few windows down to give me a bit of bandwidth.
The YouTube link's on Facebook.
Yeah, I thought it was. I just said to her, have a look on, because I knew you said you'd shared it on Facebook. She doesn't really go on Twitter a lot, Charlotte. Well, Anastasia's ready singing for Ellie Roebuck, so
well, that's
top of me tweets at the minute now. She's dancing around in her goalie outfit. So,
well, that's
has the United team been put up yet?
I've not seen anything yet. No,
I'm just trying to find it now.
We don't normally go there, do we? I'll be honest. I very rarely look at opposition's teams because I
was watching Sky Sports News earlier on, and they were talking about obviously it being the derby tonight, and they were talking to Georgia, and then they were talking to Ella Toon, who obviously went from us to them. But yeah, she was saying how she's home now. She's very grateful to Manchester City for helping her to progress, but now she feels she's actually home. So.
Yeah, excellent.
I think to be honest, that's fair. United had their academy, and they've had some cracking players, but they stopped. So once you hit 18, there was just no pathway at all. So you're going to go and ply your trade somewhere else. But if you're a diehard Red, and you have the opportunity to go and play for the team that you love, you're going to go and do it. I mean, look at Kim Walsh, look at Jess Park, look at Esme Morgan, diehard Blues, loving life playing for City. So, for any other
another
team,
one,
it's going
isn't
to be
she?
the same. Yeah, exactly. So the United team is out. So on that one, you've got Earps, Torres Dottir, the Turners. Is it Bachelor? Zellum, Ladd, Gronan, Toon, Galton, and Press. So again, I think they're fairly unchanged with that. I think Gronan starting, and she didn't start against Reading. But I think it's fairly unchanged.
Jane Ross is on the bench for him as well.
She always is.
United haven't got was it Tobin Heath is out. Do you think they're going to miss her?
I mean, she's a good player. Obviously some good players you're going to miss. She can pop up and score. She can pop up and assist. But she's not there, so be it.
Is she on loan at Man United? Is she on loan or has she signed a contract?
I think it was I think her and Press were both 1 season. I think it was a contract for a season. I'm not sure if they've got the opportunity to extend.
I just wondered, are they still within the American team, or Margie Press is playing, isn't she? So ignore me. That teaches me.
She's out. I think she's out about 10 to 12 weeks, isn't she, with an ankle injury? So that's pretty much the her season gone.
But the thing is, Jenny, they obviously when Christian Press goes, then our players will go as well. So I think they're going off to play in the She Believes Cup in a few weeks' time. So that might be.
I think they actually pretty much fly over the weekend, don't they?
Yeah, after the game.
Yeah, the international break starts on Sunday. So they'll be, like I said, they'll be going this weekend.
Yeah. Alexandros is here, all the way from Greece. Kalispiri to you, buddy. He says, come on, City. Who else is here? Ziad says, what do you think of Megan Rapinoe saying Man United are the only team who invest in women's football? I've not heard that. No, she didn't say that, Ziad. You're a Man United fan. What Megan Rapinoe said, she actually slagged United off because she said you've only just come to the party recently, and it's something I've discussed in the past. Is as the attention and more money comes into the game, naturally you will get people like Man United coming into it, and more broadcasters and whatever, and people trying to make money out of the women's game. So I've got to correct you, Daisy, because she didn't say they're the only ones who invest in women's football. I think she was basically saying you're the last ones who got involved. And I extended it by saying because you can now see the money potential and the growth of the game. That's why Man United have got involved. So sorry, mate, I've got to correct you. What else? Let's have a quick look. So let's have a quick look at the bench. We've got Bardsley, Taib, Laura Coombs. Laura Coombs is an absolutely cracking player, and she can't get in the side. It's incredible. Aoife's there. Jess Park, another cracking player, young player, can't get in. Rose Lavelle, World Cup winner. Janine Becky, another international. Esme, she's called up with England. And was it Alice Davids? Is that what we said, Alice Davis?
Alicia or something.
Alicia sounds right. Have a quick check. Alicia Davis, I think.
It's nice to see some of the young, the younger ones on.
Well, she's come on, hasn't she, the last few games? She certainly came on against Brighton, and was it West Ham, I think? And she's done well. I think she's played well.
I've got to say, just in case, it's Millie Davis, isn't it? Is it Millie Davis and Alicia?
Is it Alicia Window?
Alicia Window and Millie Davis.
Oh,
I think. How
bad are we? That's shocking. Apologies, ladies, if you are.
Well, I've got to just check this. I do follow them on Twitter, so I'm just going to have a quick look on one of the recent things just to see.
Here we go. Pete Simpson, the new Hidno. There you go. Millie Davies and Alicia Windsor. Thanks, Pete.
There you go. As I said,
he wins a copy of his own book for that.
No, he's not getting a copy of his own book. He's got plenty. But actually, guys, they are running out. So if you do want to get a copy, get in touch.
It's a fab book,
Peter. Yeah, I've because I've got 4 eyes. I've got 2 books waiting for me. I bought a couple of books to give away as competition prizes. Spread the word about City. Let's have a look.
I think with so much been going on as well, sort of the last couple of days with big games in the WSL, I think we can't lose sight that it's the Champions League draw on Tuesday as well.
Yeah, that was meant to be first question.
and Atletico are unseeded, aren't they?
Yeah, Atletico unseeded. So that's who you want? Is that who you want, Jenny?
No.
Is that who you want?
No.
It's going to be interesting to see what UEFA do, isn't it? Because we've seen with the men's Champions League, was it Liverpool supposed to be playing? Somebody was supposed to be playing in Spain, and they're having to play somewhere else. City men are playing.
Well, not Liverpool.
Back in
Sorry,
Hungary.
Liverpool were playing Germany.
So it's going to be interesting.
Germany.
Yeah, because both Liverpool and City were supposed to be over in Germany, and now they're in Hungary. City playing at the Puskás Arena in Budapest, Hungary, and Liverpool will be playing in Budapest too, possibly the same stadium. There's going to be more problems as without going.
Who is it plays at the Allianz Arena? Is that Chelsea?
Allianz is that Bayern Munich's ground, isn't it?
There was one. I'm sure they said there was one that was being played at the Allianz Arena.
Well,
but yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do because obviously,
because Chelsea's game's been moved, hasn't it, as well?
Right, I've not been on. I'm not on top of that. But sorry, the men's game. Sorry, you mean the men's stuff? Yeah. So that's obviously a big issue because without going into too much on it, they don't want to run the risk of importing new variants of the virus. And we have no idea what's going to be going on. And quickly, guys, I'm just going to quickly run through the unseeded teams. So you got Atletico Madrid, you got Fortuna Höring, Brøndby, Höring.
We played them, we beat them.
It's a red Höring. I just can't get these names. We've got Brøndby, LSK Kvina. Oh man, this is killing me. This BIIK Kazigurt, I think they're from Kazakhstan. Got Sparta Prague from Czech Republic, Fiorentina, and St. Polten, I guess, Polten from Austria. I could easily ask, how many of them have you heard of?
We've played most
of them.
Before my time, I'm a relatively a young thing coming to women's football in any earnest from about 3 years.
Well, Atletico have knocked us out the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
So.
And
we won't talk about them. So
we've played Fortuna. We beat them. We played that. We definitely played the last team.
St. Polten.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we've also played Brøndby and LSK as well. So we've beaten all of them. I suppose the other City connection is the Tess Middags at Fiorentina. So
Kaz is one team, isn't she?
She was just going yay in the background. She does that whenever the name's mentioned, just in life, really. So, but yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see. I know from the rules, it's seeded versus unseeded. The draw, whoever comes out first, I think, play at home. The draw will determine that. It's not a case of seeds at home first and away. And then there was a line on the UEFA website saying plus any other rules. Now I know that teams in the same country, in the same football association, are not allowed to play each other in this round. So yeah, I know that when they did the first round, they had to do some sort of small groups because the women's game is straight knockout. but they kind of put you into sort of smaller pots to avoid sort of COVID travel restrictions. But yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what they do on Tuesday. So
obviously, just looking at where the unseeded teams are from, you've got Atletico from Spain. Obviously, you've got Barcelona, so they can't play them. So that you'd expect to give them a slightly higher chance of playing us. Fortuna from Denmark. There's no Danish teams up in the seeded teams. Brøndby from Denmark as well. So we could be playing either of them. You've got Kvinna from Norway. No Norwegian teams in the seeded. And in fact, when I look through the rest of them, no one else is seeded. No teams are from countries that have also got a seed. So basically, City could play anybody. The only clash is that Barcelona can't play Atletico. I think that's it. Nothing else. Because you've got Wolfsburg from Germany, Barcelona, PSG, Bayern Munich, City, Chelsea, Rosengard from Sweden. So it's that draw. I think you said it was on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday, 11 o'clock UK time.
So we'll try and watch that. So we are now 45 minutes from kickoff. Who's ready?
Been ready all day.
I feel more fired up for this derby though than any of the other ones, to be honest.
I think it's because we're not there as well. I think that it's a different, because we're not able to be there. So
there's a lot riding on it as well, because as I said earlier, realistically, we've got to win. We've got to win to keep that challenge going, to hopefully leapfrog United, get that challenge on Chelsea, put the pressure on Chelsea, because this amazing, almost unbeatable Chelsea team, we just nicked our record of games unbeaten. They went out and lost against Brighton at home. So hopefully if we can win this tonight, put some pressure on Chelsea.
That's the thing. I mean, Chelsea and United both lost last weekend, so the momentum is with City. Absolutely. So,
yeah. Potentially we're gearing ourselves up for almost a repeat of last season, because we've still got to play Chelsea at home. Yeah. And that's towards the end of the season. So, we've played Arsenal now. We've played, obviously we've got United tonight. We've played Everton. We've done Everton. So potentially that is going to be the title decider if all the teams keep winning. That's going to be the title decider.
Well, that game, I'm just looking.
And then the season will get stopped for COVID again.
Jennie.
That game is right at the end of the season. That game's on the 25th of April, so that's almost at the end of the season. So it's as you say, if each team keeps winning, by the time they we've got Everton to play in March on the 7th. We've got Reading, who are obviously a tough cookie, as United found out last week. But the Chelsea game is third game from the end of the season. So you're right, it could well be as it was last season, and it ended up being an absolute thriller, 3-3. It was a cracking game where we, I think, missed our chances. Could have been us. I'll quickly go through some comments. I know Blackpool Blu-ray is going to win that book because he's the one who's asking the questions. I remember Neil Mather asked Mac, my missus, to come to Man City a couple of times, but travelling to training with a young family was too much. If you're living in Blackpool, coming to Manchester for training is a little bit too far.
Neil Mather, what a trailblazer he was. So first,
yeah.
Basically formed Manchester City Ladies as it was then back in '88.
Peter says
he's got some stories to tell, hasn't he?
Oh yes.
Yeah. What Peter is saying, Peter Simpson is saying City versus Chelsea game will get moved due to clashes with the Champions League.
That's true.
That is going to rely on us getting through, I guess, because the Champions League, I'll tell you the dates, the quarter and semi-final draw. The quarterfinals on the 23rd, 24th of March, 31st of March and 1st of April. And the semi-finals are on the 24th and 25th of April. So you have to get there. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you know, let's not get presumptuous.
Get there first.
We're going to win 2 games to get there.
I love his optimism, though.
To be honest, if City get knocked out of the Champions League and Chelsea get through and they don't turn up for the game, I'm not going to complain, you know, or they have to send their academy out and play the game on the same day. Yeah, so that's that. Oh. Come on, guys. We've got, I reckon, 10 minutes before we wrap up. So fire us some questions if you've got any questions. I'm getting excited, rubbing my hands together. I don't know if that's because I've got some biscuits and some crisps and some chocolate, or the game. You know.
Yeah, it's just a shame that the fans can't be there tonight, because this is the first time that we've had a derby in the Academy Stadium. Because the first time we played them at home was at the Etihad, and everything else has always been up at Lee. So yeah, it's place would have been bouncing tonight, I think. Friday night under the lights, it's, you know, it's having an evening game's always great. You know, I love the atmosphere of the games in the evenings. So yeah, it's a shame we can't be there. We'll have to be shouting and screaming from the sofas, I think. I still need to apologise to our neighbours from the Arsenal game of the weekend. Actually, I've never shouted so much watching the telly.
I said that because I was shouting a bit on Sunday, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to apologise. I thought I'll wait till next weekend because it'll just happen again on Friday night. So I'll just do it all in one big go. But Colin's not here tonight, and he's the one that makes the most noise.
Peter Simpson says, did you know we're currently on 498 goals? Is that across the Women's Super League, or is that all goals, Peter? Is that all goals? It'd be lovely to
competitions, sure.
Yeah, it'd be lovely to hit 510 tonight, wouldn't it?
Not just against United. It's
no, you know. Look,
interesting that Burnley have bringing a women's team.
Yeah, I think they're hoping to go professional. Was it in 4 years? Was it 4 years time? So they're getting an academy started. Excellent news. Women's game is
You've said that they're going to be working alongside the men, so it sounds a bit like they're going to have a bit of a like what they've got here. So
they've got a good team, good young team at Burnley. They've been doing some good things the last few years. So it's it's great to see it happening.
At Burnley, I went there last season. Fantastic, really modern, great pitches, really accessible, really good setup.
I'll ask you guys if you remember the game at United earlier in the season, where it ended up 2-2, but we absolutely obliterated them in the first half. We smashed them to pieces. We really should have scored more goals than the 2 we got. I think we got 1 late on in the first half, but we should have been 3 or 4 up, I think. And in the second half, they came back. They levelled it, and they nearly won it at the end, but it was Demi Stokes cleared one off the line, and they finished obviously in the ascendancy. Do you think that'll have any bearing, or will that be in any players' minds? Because City have, I think that's something that's been thrown at us, that we've given games away. Like the Chelsea game in the Continental Cup, we were winning 2-1 at the death. We ended up letting a goal in, and then they beat us. With United, we let them back in, and United, if we'd won that, they might not even be in this title hunt. The positions in the table would be reversed, and we could have got away with a draw tonight possibly. So, is that something that can justifiably be levied against City?
I think so, for sure. That game was awful. I mean, it's game of 2 halves, wasn't it? We were in control, headed into the break. I think it was 2-0 up at half time, and then it was Tobin that smashed the roof of the net with real intent, and then they just found their way back into the game, and we just threw it away. And they were big points dropped that day, really. And I think, yeah, definitely City will be looking to right the wrong of that game tonight, because it wasn't good enough, and we've much improved from there. So, yeah, I don't think they'll have anything other than a minds on getting a really convincing win tonight, to be honest.
Yeah, that Tobin goal really wrecked me, because I had had my lines written up because she'd done nothing in that game, and in the previews, I was asking about Tobin and Chris and Press, and I was told to expect this wonderful game from United, and she had done nothing in that game, so she ruined my copy. I had it already a couple of days in advance, and I said I'll save that for later in the season. And unfortunately, she's not playing now. I was saving it for tonight. I'll keep my headline, and hopefully, she may come back next season. I can put that headline in when she plays against us. But Jude, that 2-2, how did you feel after that game? Were you a bit down?
I was gutted, absolutely gutted. Like you say, we pretty much the same things as you said. It's like we threw it away. We let them back in. They just didn't turn up the first half. And effectively, we didn't turn up in the second half. So, but I think sort of reading some of the programme notes for today, it said, they cannot let that happen. So it is there in the back of their minds. They've basically got to do what they did in the first half for 90 minutes. And I think, that was several months ago now. The team it's really gelling now. You can really see that they've come together. We've had about 5 or so new signings. We had a new manager. So it takes time to embed that. And we're seeing it now. So, I'm confident that we'll go out there and we'll do a job tonight.
Yeah.
We have
Jennie, I'm going to ask Jennie about Lauren Hemp and Chloe Kelly on either side. I mean, we talk about 5 new signings. We've got Lauren Hemp back. So it's like having 6 because, obviously she was injured in the Community Shield or Charity Shield game and has only just come back. But how good does it feel to have Chloe on one side, who is, might as well mention it, she's got the most assists in the league this season, and Lauren coming back on the other side? How good does that make us? How dangerous does that make us, Jennie?
Well, it has to make us dangerous because they've both just got such great pace, and Chloe can just pop a cross in from anywhere, it seems. And usually when she puts one in, it ends up either at somebody's feet or on somebody's head. So it's all good. It has to be. Bit like Jude said, the team's just gelling now. They're getting used to how each other plays, and it's just good. Life is good, as they say.
Emma, I'm going to ask you, I think about Ellen White, because I don't think she got a lot of goals earlier in the season, but she's just starting to score a few now, and showing us how good she really is.
Yeah, it's 4 in 4, isn't it, for Ellen, I think? Make it 5 in 5 tonight. Buzzing.
She likes a goal against United.
Yeah,
we know that.
She does. And I think that, that Chloe Kelly triple threat, I'm going to call them now, that we've got up front, it's really coming to fruition now. Obviously whatever they've been working with out on the training pitch is really starting to show on the pitch, in these games too. And I've become a real dominant force up front. I think, we've seen that we had that creative element at the start of the season, but the finishing just wasn't quite there. And now we're looking more clinical, and it is really coming to the good, really.
Yeah,
I think as well, not only as the new signings, but like when we started the season back, we'd not played for however long it was from finishing last season to starting this season. So it has taken time. I think players are getting fitness back, and
the last minute, I know you guys have already said it, but I wasn't here. I think earlier Jennie scored because my laddie has a drum class, and the teacher kind of moves it around, and he picks 7 o'clock. And as kids do, they tend to forget they've got a class. It's the old man who at the last second has to go and sort it out. So I'm going to ask you, start with Jennie for your score predictions.
Well, I said I think it's going to be 3-1 to City.
Good. Jude?
I've said the same.
All right. You haven't said the same, Emma.
Well, I did, funnily enough, but I really want a clean sheet. I'm going to say 3-0. I believe, let's isolate United and shut them out.
Can I just say maybe I might change mine, actually, because I was reading today that on this day in 1955, the men's team there was a derby. It was played at Old Trafford, and City won 5-0.
Yes.
So maybe that's an omen.
Were you there, Jude?
Maybe it's written in the stars.
It's only 24.
Get out of it. But I'm tempted to go along with Jenny just because Jenny gets these right. She got the Arsenal one right last week.
That was a fluke.
All right.
I've been wrong all season. I think I've had one all season.
But I got it right as well. I just copied you, Jenny, didn't I, last week? So
You did, yeah.
I reckon I'm going to go for 2-1. It's going to be a tight game. I think they will score. They definitely have chances, but obviously our back line is looking really, really good.
Can I just say on that as well? Dal Kemper come straight into the squad. 2 really good performances as well, and just slotted straight in. It just shows what a quality player she is as well. Yeah. You know, that versatility. You know, some players do struggle moving from the NWSL to the English League, and she's just adapted really well straight away.
And didn't you say she'd only had a couple of training sessions before the game?
Yeah. Jude, I've got to ask. I mean, probably the weather came as a shock to her because it's been pretty lousy, the weather up here. But Jude, have we got a chant for Abby Dal Kemper?
Well, she signed a chance. What, her scoring tonight? Do you mean? So I can win that shit.
A chant.
What are you going to sing for her?
A song.
Oh, a chant. Sorry. I think we've got a chance. Yeah. But I did the Van der Donk one while you weren't here, so one of the other.
Well, I don't know. Have we got any? I don't know any for the new players.
Yeah. So basically, you could have. It's always a tried and tested chant, and I'm very much not in match fitness myself either. So you can have Dal Kemper. Whoa, Dal Kemper. Whoa. She came from NCC to play for Man City. NCC being North Carolina Courage.
You can't say that in the chant. Though.
Well, no, you can't. You know, it's but just explaining for my friends.
And Jenny hasn't got any for Rose Lavelle. What about Chloe Kelly, Jenny?
No, I haven't got any for her. No,
Lauren Hemp. You know, I'm going to go through the team until you sing something, Jenny.
There's the Lauren Hemp running down the wing. That one.
Go for that.
Yeah, but no, I'm not singing it. You're not getting me singing. Maybe if we win tonight, I'll be singing later.
If we win tonight, Jenny, you've got to sing as a song.
I'll sing a bit of Blue Moon.
On the next preview, we've got to check who we play next week. Birmingham. So if we win,
international break.
Well, next game, Jenny.
Jenny, you've got a few weeks then to get yourself.
I can practice.
Yeah, get gargling with the TCP, Jenny, and get ready.
I might do it later on my review.
Emma, are you gonna tell us what's your favourite chant is? Give it a go.
No.
Tell you what, it's hard work. This.
Sorry.
It's like trying to get blood from a Sean, this, isn't it?
I've done 2 now. This isn't fair. You just throw me under the bus here, guys.
You know I don't chant. That's not my thing.
I always ask Jude because I know what Jude does. And Jude, it's always that.
I sing when I'm in the stadium, but
I thought you were going to say I sing when I'm in the shower.
I might have a sing when I'm watching them tonight, but it's only sort of me listening.
Yeah. Right, guys, I think we're going to close the show and let everybody get whatever they need, whether it's a hot water bottle, a hot toddy, cup of coffee or whatever.
Can you tell I'm cold?
Sorry?
Can you tell I'm cold? I'm shaking.
I'm not cold. I'm sweating.
I'm going to water bottle. That's a good idea.
I'm like this all the time. I'm sweating because of doing a stream with people. I've got the game coming up and... You know, it is exciting, nervous energy, getting ready. You know, even my hair's growing. I mean, it's a nervous energy. It's going. But guys, I've got to say massive thanks for coming on the show. And Charlotte Wilkins is a late winner in added time because we've gone past the 6:30. And Charlotte Wilkins is the late injury time winner of Peter Simpson's book. So we'll sort that out for you, Charlotte, and we'll sort your
Well
details
done,
out.
Charlotte.
So keep in touch, Charlotte. I'll speak to you on Twitter. We'll get your details and we'll get that book winging its way to you very, very soon. I hope Charlotte's in the UK because it would just makes it a lot easier to send stuff.
Yeah, Charlotte's in the UK.
At the minute.
Yeah, I've got this worry that someone's gonna, win a prize and they're from like Mongolia or something. It's going to cost us 50 quid to send a book, for whatever reason. But Charlotte wins that, so well done, Charlotte. And I'm sure Blackpool Blu-ray, you'll win something again. You've already cost me a Man City shirt last season, so I think you should be already happy with that.
Hey, apparently, I've won a shirt on the Citizens.
Have you?
Yeah. You know, on these giveaways on the Citizens.
Is it a sign?
No, well, I don't know. I was flicking through and it said, because it'll say if you've entered. And I was flicking through and it was like, you've entered this one, you've entered that one. And then right at the bottom, it says, congratulations, there's a shirt winging its way to you. And I was like, oh.
Go and check it out. It might be the Abidal Kemper signed shirt.
I enter most of them if they, because they're all free to enter, aren't they? So, but yeah.
I was just saying it might be,
We'll see if
the Abidal
shirt. Got a full team signed shirt. City Square Live pinged me, so that's nice. It's normally we get them signed after the game, so it's I can just get that one framed.
Yeah, it's great because this obviously we've hardly been to any games this season. I don't know why Blackpool
I had
Blue
my new hoodie the other day.
Sorry, what's that, Jenny?
I had my new hoodie the other day and T-shirt.
Man City, of course.
No, it's a Rick Astley one.
Oh, Rick Astley, did you say?
Yeah, it was a
Rick
Christmas
Astley.
present.
Rick Astley, I think I'm never going to give you up.
Yep.
Wow, all right. Well, I thought I was making a joke there, but it's true, Rick Astley. Well, sorry, I can't sing. Otherwise, I'd warble that song to you. I'm never going to give you up. Never going to let you down.
No, I was on the catwalk with him once or so.
Yeah, that's right. Was that? No. It wasn't one of those calendar things where the Women's Institute stuff.
Well, no, we did do a calendar, but before that, we'd done a fashion show for Maggie's.
Yeah,
and he's the ambassador.
Did you see that? 52 minutes in, Jenny just name drops Rick Astley. Just put it in. I was on the catwalk with Rick Astley. You know how it is, Jenny.
And the milk tray man.
Oh, sorry, you were with the
milk tray man.
Now I am jealous.
And the one and only Jane Comer. I mean, what more could you want, really?
Where was the man from Del Monte? Did he say yes? That's what we want to know, Jenny. Did the man from Del Monte?
He did say yes that day, yeah.
Oh, I think the guys are happy. Charlotte's happy. Blackpool Blu-ray's happy. I think his family are laughing at him because I sent him a large shirt and it didn't fit him. I couldn't believe it because I've met Blackpool Blu-ray at Wembley with his family. That was about a year ago. I mean, that's the last time I went to football, 1st of March. I think last time I went to a game, 1st of March at Wembley for the Carabao Cup final. I met Blackpool Blu-ray and his family. And I can't believe, Ray, that the shirt didn't fit you. It was I'm sure it was a large shirt. But anyway, even the United fans laughing, so everybody's had a good time, I think. Thanks, guys, for coming on. I'm getting on. I'm going to get me crisps ready. I'm ready. Get my stuff ready. Get my biscuits. And I think my missus has come in and nicked the chocolate. So I have to go and fight for that now. But guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for everybody for joining in. I hope you've enjoyed it, both the contributors and everybody who's been watching. And fingers crossed, we're going to win. We're going to win healthily tonight, and we'll carry on charging up that table. So come on, City.
Come on, City.
Cheers, guys.
See ya. Thank you.
Thank you.